I don't know if this shit got me coughing or. Thought you ain't supposed to cough with shoes. God damn.
Shout out to X1.
But nah, I'm excited for this, and they did this before. A minute ago at the Parkway.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a minute ago.
I think Sticks won it. Josh
Sticks. Yeah, Sticks won that joint.
They gave him a championship belt. It was fire. But I'm excited to be a part of this. You know, I know it's gonna be a lot of hoopers. I can't wait to see who hooping. You guys got a list yet, or we still working on that?
List is building.
Okay, so
getting a lot of guys that's tapping in.
Yeah, we're getting.
So I'm excited.
So another thing to let everybody know, y'all getting custom jerseys that we made. So everybody who pull up who's joining, y'all getting custom.
We gonna drop this episode ASAP.
The week up.
I think we should.
Or soon. We might drop it with smart.
We gotta do some good clips. We're gonna do some good clips because I want to make sure we promote this.
Yeah, this gonna be lit, man.
For sure, I'm excited.
And it's on James Street. It's the Mecca. It's a Mecca for me and G.
That's my shit.
Dad, we're almost there.
Today's episode is sponsored by Exit 31 Exotics. Exit 31 Exotics is located at 255 Genesee Street, Utica, New York.
We here, man.
Yes, sir. We back.
Yeah.
We've been back a lot.
Yeah, we back a lot. Season 4 is crazy.
I'm loving this, yeah.
Season 4 is fire.
Right now, right?
We got mad stuff going on this summer,
Absolutely.
man. Mad stuff
we getting
going on
connected.
Yeah, 2BPOV, we doing mad shit.
These fellas now, we getting connected. Showing love, spreading love. Shout out to our camera fellas out here in the building.
Appreciate y'all.
I shout out the sponsors first before you get going.
All day.
Of course, Exit 31.
We appreciate you.
X31 Exotic, to be exact.
Nice.
On Genesee Street.
Come out here and get this. You know, we rocking a cannabis infused lemonade right now.
That's what we always rock with.
My favorite.
I don't even drink
every time.
I don't even drink alcohol when I go out no more. I be looking for these.
How's it taste?
Very, very lemonade-like. It's not bitter. It ain't too sweet. The ice sets it off perfectly. You know what I mean? This is a good drink for fishing trips.
Yeah.
Fishing trips.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Shout out to them. Shout out to, Slice Pizza.
Slice definitely held us down too. Shout out to the folks.
Slice.
We gotta get more people, man.
Yeah, you gotta get more people. You wanna be a sponsor, yo? Tap in.
Please.
DM us on Instagram.
Yes.
At 2BPOV_.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So, but before we introduce our guests,
yes, sir.
Do we always do? We're gonna introduce the show. If you've never been here before, it's your first time here. I'm your man Ed Blackshear.
Yes, sir. I'm your boy G Brown, aka G.
And it's the Two Brothers Point of View podcast, 2BPOV for short. And yo, we got some special guests in the building.
Yes, sir.
We about to build with them. We about to do something fire, something epic.
Yes.
Coming up. About to do something real crazy with them. August 3rd.
Community-wise.
And we got Unrivaled Media in the building. Clap it up. Hey. Yeah. And we got Khalid and Jorm from Unrivaled Media. Yeah, man. So
we ain't even going front. We just learned these names.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
And there's some beautiful meanings behind it. But we're gonna get into the show, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna go deep.
So yo.
Good brothers here, good brothers.
Yeah, so before we talk about, what we gonna be doing, you know what I'm saying, this summer, tell us about y'all company. How y'all got started?
So
go ahead, bro.
Really, this started as for me, as the next step after graduation. So throughout life, I feel like I've always had, every 4 years, a little transition. You go from elementary school, you go to middle school, high school, and the challenge gets a little bit harder, it scales, and you can kind of grow as a person that way. Well, when I graduated from college, I was okay, I got a job now, and there's a little bit of motion that you can go with that, and maybe you can go to another company, maybe you can grow in your career here, but it kind of is you're set on a track, and you kind of have to just go as far as that takes you for the next 40 years. And I wanted to improve myself because I think that's something that I identify as kind of what makes me, how I see myself, I guess. I kind of rate myself how can I past that next level. So the area was, okay, we want to create a business. And the business idea at first was we wanted to have an agency for influencers, internet people, to be able to help them get sponsorships, et cetera.
Oh,
We had no basis to really understand how that business was started. So we started out as the idea that he brought was he wanted to, let's go in clothing. Clothing, something that you can easily create, something that you can put a story to and sell that. And so we started with that. We put out 2 collections. We go deeper into that, but we learned that you need a large audience for that.
Yeah.
But we gained a lot of skills out of that process, and we wanted to still be a profitable company and just keep growing, because that's the purpose of the company at the end of the day. So we took those skill sets and bundled them together into Unrivaled Media, and we sell those as services to other people who have existing audiences and help them be able to take their product or their message out from home.
Yeah, well said. Well said.
No, he broke that down beautifully, and I feel like I'm happy I know you guys now, because I think we need that help as well. Like I'm saying. How'd you come up with the name?
The idea was, so our company is called Unrivaled Energy.
Yeah.
Unrivaled Media is like a brand that we have.
Unrivaled?
Unrivaled Energy.
Unrivaled Energy.
And that's really just like, it's a spirit. It's not something that you can, it's not something that you can be. It's something you can embody. And we want to embody the greatest capabilities that we're able to do, fulfill our full potential. And so in that name, it's like we want to perform as well as we can, perform at the highest level that we possibly can, and embody that spirit in whatever we do.
I ain't gonna get crazy here, but I love that right there. It seems like you guys are breaking down your business to the science.
Yeah, I got it down
have
to
a
it.
meaning to everything you do. That's why when I asked you, where'd you get the name from? Like, for some reason, I felt like there was something behind the name, and it was a stronger than just it being a name. You know what I mean? I really, really like that.
Yeah. Another thing like about us that I also think about, like you guys talk about the science, right?
Yes.
He's more of like the explorer. He can go out and like into the vast ocean, pick something out, come up with an idea, then he comes to me, and then like if I'm on the ship, I'm the guy who's like, okay, so how are we gonna put this together within our existing ship?
Yeah.
And then project managing that, putting that together, and then that's like our greatest power is really the fact that like how he can scan, I can like build it, and then we work together and just build upon that and creating that science to make sure that it's staying efficient.
Yes.
And then we just, we keep just improving that.
Building off of that.
Yeah.
You guys are very well spoken.
You know,
You guys are very well spoken.
I love this.
Yeah, I like
How old are you guys? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 25.
26.
Beautiful.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
So now, and you already asked this, is this something you guys have been a part of since very young, or what was your first goal at life? Was this it for you guys?
Oh, so this is more
Personal. You want to start?
Yeah. I'll tell a couple little stories on that one. So for me, right, for life, because he talked about it with Unrivaled Energy, but for me, I always wanted to, like, I'm a big person. Like, I want to create a environment for, my thing is family. Like, creating that dynamic for the family, being that individual where I can provide information, be strong to protect, and all of those things. And that's what's been my driving factor through life. And in high school, I really thought about, okay, how can I kind of get myself into a lane where I can be able to be that individual for my family and for the people that I care about. I knew that getting a job, going to college, getting education was going to be that route. But originally I was trying to basically kind of like take a dancing route in reality and grow my wealth that way. But then in college I met him. And this is kind of where I kind of like, then we blend the story together a little bit more. After I graduated, I was already working with him with Unrivaled Energy to kind of like mold that dynamic. But then it changed into, we took a little break, and then I called him. I was like, yo, like, I'm trying to, like, we need to lock in, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, we need to.
Same thing we did.
Like, yo, G, what's good? We need to get back out there.
Yeah,
I'm like,
so
you right, bro. Like, yeah.
I'm in Albany at the time, and I'm in my first apartment. I got my first job after college, and I'm just sitting there, and it's literally an afternoon. I'm just like, nah, nope. I'm like, yo, Jerome, we gotta do this. Like, we're locking in the business. We're doing it all.
Right.
And from that point on, we never look back.
Right.
And it's been like, since that point, it's been like, what, 4 years?
Yeah, from that point forward.
Shout out to season 4 for everybody.
So yeah, from that point, then that's when we pivoted into the fashion, and then from there we pivoted to Unrivaled Media and everything like that. But yeah, that's a little bit of story like with me, and then also how like we kind of like come together. But I'll let him talk more about the other things.
I think for me, the way I view it, at least, I think a little bit about like my family. A lot of my family have like moved from different places. Like my grandparents, they originally were in like Brooklyn, and way before I was born, like with my uncles and them were young, they moved out to like some country place in upstate New York, and they decided they wanted to get away from that life and build a place for their family. And my father is from that lineage. And in my view, I think that every generation there's like a step forward, a decision that's made by the leaders of that family or whatever direction is best at that time. And in my mind, there are decisions that were made by other people in my life that have put me on this track. And I think I'm just the next step in that. So when I'm thinking about building this business and building it to be something that we can financially live off of, I think that's taking those same principles and looking at how can we take what the family has already done and the morals, the different things that have been taught to me, and taking that to the next step with now I'm one of my generation, we're the ones that have gone to college more, say, and we learned those different knowledges. Now how can we put that together? I have cousins that they run their own like fab labs and things like that. And they make the maker spaces basically. And I have cousins that are in real estate, et cetera. And I just feel like they're all older than me. I feel like it's my job to follow that and take things to the next step, because there's all the hard work that our grandparents did, our grandparents before that, all the way back to when people were working for free.
Just for us to be here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's the goal. That's the goal for all of us. We all should be, every generation should be looking to push the next generation forward. Yep. Like regardless of what's going on, like you should be going hard to promote the next generation. Like at our age, me and Jeff, like I'm 36.
37.
37. And at our age, we got 2 kids, and that's what it's all about. Is our step, making those stepping stones. So our kids like, all right, we got here, now y'all get here.
Yes.
Now we keep it going.
Just showing.
Keep it going. Just showing them, so they can form their own thing like y'all guys did. You know what I'm saying? You can form your own thing. Like y'all ain't gotta do what we do, but at least take the baton and
do something.
You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
That speaks volumes about people worked for free just so we can eat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even if you're working hard, of course we're working to get money. Like we're not gonna deny the fact that we need our finances need to be attacked just so we can do things and be able to live. I got another question about that too, but when I work, most of the time I'm working to show my kids or others that when you work, you can do something different, better, or work this hard, you can have these things too. I got things and my kids are looking at it like, oh my gosh. And I'm looking at it like, man, this ain't shit. But I'm happy they seem motivated because they know daddy's going to work. How do you get this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Where does it come from? And that's when it becomes a conversation to where, look, son, or look, girl, baby girl, like this is how we do this. Even at the age that they're at. We were just talking about your son playing basketball and he learning how to pass the ball out of a double team or go this way when there's something here wrong. You know what I mean? Everything comes together, but I really do feel like teaching our youth is the most important. You know what I mean? That's how we're going to get to what we're going to get to. Making sure the ones under us are following good footsteps. Y'all seem to be doing that. And I'm going to ask this too, man. And I know this gets deeper. How is Like, is there any pressure? You know what I mean? How's your mental health even? Like, are you guys getting time, space for yourselves? Are you going too hard?
Dude, it's funny.
I'm just saying because, let's be real, bro.
Keep it 100.
All 4 black men right here. And Mental Health Awareness Month for men is now. All right, this is the month for it. It's not getting shown light.
Yeah, there's something else getting shown, but
we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. We just getting started now. But let's get a bag first. Let me stop. But no. All jokes aside, you know what I mean? You know, to each his own. Care, love, everybody, understand. But I'm speaking on fellow brothers. Because I know I've gone, and I'm 37. And I can tell you months now, like, I thought it was over for me 2 months ago. You dig what I'm saying? Mentally. How are you guys doing mentally? What's going on? Is there...
So this is what I just want to see. I just want to see if we go to the same fit. So when you heard that question, what was the first thing? What were you thinking about?
I was thinking about our discussions lately in the past, like 2 months about.
Yep. Same thing.
Locking in.
Yep.
Making sure.
So
break it down for us. Put us on.
So off of that, right? It's funny that you asked that question in the dynamic that we're in right now. Like he said, for the past 2 months, you know what I'm saying? He has been checking on me, and he's like, "Yo, like, you gotta lock in, bro. Like, I see you're, you know, like my sleep has been really off lately. I've been a little bit out of my routines and things like that." And he's like, "Listen, I know there's situations where I know like you would have caught this, or you would have said this," and he's like, "Bro, so like what's going on? Like, are you all right? Like, what is happening currently in your life where we can do better?" Because that's another thing that like we've also kind of cultivated between us is, you know, we'll have our meetings. We have meetings every Sunday and things like that. But it'll be like check-in, personal life, what's going on, how you doing? Then we'll go into business talk, and like those calls can literally last like 3 hours or more.
You need that.
But lately, for me, like one thing I'll definitely say is like sleep has been a struggle for me. So and that like kind of trickles and compiles into everything else. So what I've been doing is trying to get better by going to sleep earlier, but also I've noticed like I just need more time in the morning to first check myself, to do my like routines. I was literally just doing like a little voice journal today. It's like a form of self-acknowledgement for me when I wake up like 6 o'clock and I make my bed, I clean my kitchen, I make my breakfast before I go in to work, to do Unrivaled Energy tasks, all those responsibilities, because when I'm not doing that mentally, I'm realizing I'm suffering. And also because my sleep is not proper, like I've noticed now because of my awareness, if I'm tired, my brain is in a fog. And I'm just missing just off of that. So that's been something that we've been having conversations about. It's just funny that you bring that conversation up again.
And it's important to have a brother like yourself too, who you can have like, "Yo, what's good?" Because you got to have somebody to hold you accountable.
Everybody don't have
this, brother. And I mean, I think we all do that to people who we really fucking care about. That being said, I'm just speaking on myself. It's been moments where I was down crazy, and sometimes you expect certain words from certain people, you know what I mean? And you put certain people on a pedestal, and if they say something right, you can go super far. If they say something wrong, that shit can put you in a deeper hole. So who you hear it from matters. And even if the friend, like sometimes I'll say, "Yo, man, I'm going through some shit." And somebody be like, "Everybody going through some shit." Okay, bro.
You want to hear that shit right now. You want to hear that right now.
You need to tell me it's going to be all right, or what you need, or tap in, motherfucker, what you doing? Let's go. Like,
I think you're right about that. I think he made it sound way flyer than it really was. He made it sound like we needed that. And like I came in like perfect tonality, all the right words. I think like what Jeff's saying right here is right. I think something I've been trying to get better at is saying things the way they need to be received by the person that's hearing them. So like he's speaking about hearing like, "Oh, everybody's got problems when you're going through that thing. It might not be the right thing to hear at the moment.
No.
Because you're looking for somebody that is going to be either like being empathetic about what you are going through, or maybe even be able to provide like some type of solution for something that you can't figure out. So, although Khalifa was making it sound like I said all these type of things that got it done right in the moment, I think that it's definitely true that over time, trying to refine how you say things and refine how they come off to people is definitely important.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah, and we in the era where everybody trying to say, I know, like how we grew up. A lot of us, I don't know about you guys, but like like when we was younger, people was mad, was super harsh with us. They was like,
Oh, my parents.
it was
Tough
like,
love.
It was like, yo, get your ass up.
Tough love.
I mean, I'm like that with my kids a little bit sometimes, but like when they doing, like my son in sports and like that with him a little bit, but like in life, you got to be kind of like, watch your words, be intentional with the things you say.
Mix it up.
Yeah.
You know,
You can mix it up. You definitely mix it
a
up.
little because
Yeah.
I don't want my kids to go out in the world thinking like it's peaches and cream.
Yeah, you don't want
I
that.
want
You
them to
definitely
go
want
in the
that.
world like you got to be afraid. Like I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm just trying to put you on the game.
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect question because you guys both have kids, right?
Yes.
And something that I've thought about, I don't have any kids yet, but I would like to have kids in
Yeah.
the future. And I think right now people talk a lot about mental health, people talk a lot about like parenting styles, etc. How do you guys find balancing, I grew up a certain way and I found maybe some negative things from this? What percentage of that are you going to like bring down to your children? How do you balance that?
Because we grew up
typically-
differently, but we lived in the same.
Yeah, we lived in the same neighborhood and shit.
Right.
So like a lot of the things that I realized like as I've gotten older, my son is 7. So since I became a dad, I've realized like my son is growing up with a little bit of privilege. I grew up in the hood. I grew up in the hood at a time where it was like the hood for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember waking up and every day for like 7 days, we hitting the ground in the house because there's bullets flying on that block.
Stupid.
It was crazy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But my 2 kids, they're not growing up like that. They don't
Hell no.
they ain't subjected to the things that I was subjected to. Like my kids get whatever they want. I didn't get whatever I want. Like I gotta parent them. I realized that I gotta parent them different. I still can take certain principles like sports wise, a lot of men that I was growing up with, like my uncle and my dad, they taught me a lot of different principles that I teach my son. I kind of give my wife. My daughter's only 2. She's about to turn 2. So I kind of, with that, me and my wife talked about that. She's gonna get more of the lead with that, with my daughter. I'm kind of like super soft on my daughter. You know what I mean, so I don't know as she gets older how I'm gonna react with that. You know what I'm saying? But my son, I'm a little more tough on him.
Yeah.
I mean, I take those principles from the tough parts, but I also realize that he's not growing up like me. He's growing up completely different, so I don't have to really be like how I grew up, really.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So for me, you know what I'm saying? I say this all the time. How I was raised, single parent, you dig what I'm saying? My mother she had 2 boys, me and my brother. She had to be a little bit more, aggressive, I think. I think she thought she had to do that. Mm-hmm. And like you said, parenting is totally different now. And how I broke that, and it's not really broken. It's not broken, because when you're raised a certain way for a certain period of time, you're gonna have those bad habits or whatever habits, bad or good. She raised me, and I say this, my mom, I'm so grateful to have a woman of her magnitude to be that strong mentally, because I seen her struggle. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker made me cry one time. I'm not gonna do it today. I seen her struggle. I'm gonna get you back, Mom. I seen her struggle. You dig what I'm saying? I know what it is, and I understand why she has so many times of yelling at me for little shit. You know what I'm saying? Petty shit. How I escape that is educating myself, self-awareness, you know what I'm saying? Being vulnerable, having conversations, observing other parenting, you know what I'm saying? Other families. And I thank my mom for that, for giving me the mental strength to be able to recognize how to learn certain things on your own. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because other people, there's people who are raised a certain way and they won't be able to pick up on that. They might be so stuck into the trauma that they had from being raised a certain way. They don't get away from it. They stay, they be like, this is how I was raised, so this is how I'm gonna teach them. Not knowing, not really, bro. Like, that ain't the right way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It might have kept you out of trouble, and that's what I think my mom did. Financially, it was tough, but she gave us some principles. Wrap that thing up, you know what I mean? Don't go out there having babies trying to catch diseases. That's horrible. You know what I mean? When the lights come on, get your ass home. Watch for cops. Right now, your color ain't the best color when it's this time of night. Watch your mouth, be respectful. Even with those things, you know what I'm saying? I was able to walk outside on my own. I would never let my kids walk to the store. By themselves.
Yeah, me either.
I would never say, go with your friends, ride the bikes. You know how we rode outside?
Yeah, outside.
And it was
by
wicked
ourselves.
outside.
By ourselves.
We was respectful still, but we still did some dumb shit. So I appreciate my mom on that level, and how I teach my kids now with the love I give and give, it's off of that. It's off of those, I'm not gonna yell at my son like that. Even though I've called myself yelling at my children, like, what the? And then I'll be like, all right, chill out. You know what I mean? I catch myself. I'm not gonna lie. I will never hit my kids. I get ass whoopings like a motherfucker. But I'm not gonna take that route. I think how I parent now, they respect me enough to know what I'm saying. It's not to hurt you. It's to show that I love you, and this is how it needs to be. This is how it's gonna go. Communication is everything. I think we can speak on that in every aspect and every way.
Today's episode is sponsored by Exit 31 Exotics. Exit 31 Exotics is located at 255 Genesee Street, Utica, New York.
Something that you talked about, you brought up how there's some people who will get too stuck in their trauma where they can't really recognize.
Break it, or you when they're still in it.
And there was a conversation that me and Jordan had on the phone where we were kind of talking about, what is it? Like, take two individuals. An individual, I think that we can kind of say that we're those kind of individuals that are able to have the awareness and grow and reflect and adapt. And there's other individuals that just stay there. And we were kind of trying to understand
What makes that person?
What stops somebody from not being able to adapt or change?
It's so hard to even find out that.
It's hard to pinpoint because some people take the trauma, like the tough stuff, and they become beasts. They become millionaires.
Yes.
They become fucking awesome basketball players, awesome football players. They end up making $1 million businesses.
Yes.
Become lawyers, doctors. But other people, but then even in that though, they become that. They become super successful, but they still have like their demons where they treat people behind closed doors a certain way.
Not to get deep, that's how suicide is a part of people who are so rich and like, why would this person do that? Like, what is he going through that much when he's so successful, but feels like his life he's not being seen?
And that goes back to the mental health piece.
Yes. At
a certain point, you have everything you need financially. That might not be the thing that's stopping you from. That might not be the thing that's keeping you up at night, for example, and then it becomes something else. And if you focus so much on the financial aspect, when that's gone, you might not be ready for the other piece. That might be something that's in your soul or in your mind.
Deep.
Yeah. And I feel like you can't rush everything either. You gotta like take steps. Like if you like the universe gonna show you what you need to do at the time. You can't be rushing into being a certain way. Like we talking about raising kids. Like you can be rushing to do the stuff that your parents did. Like your kid is 1. Treat him like a 1-year-old. Your kid is 2. Treat him like a 2-year-old. When they get 7, all right, you start having some meaningful conversations. You start doing some other shit. But all in all, I think the whole thing you gotta do is show them respect. If you show your kids, like, you know what I'm saying, like Jeff said, I don't whip my kids either. If you show them that you just gotta respect everybody and everybody will respect you, that's the number one thing you show them, and that's all you really need is to show them respect, to show them how to be respectable.
I've always wondered that.
Hopping on that too, I'm a single father. He's married with his lady, his kid's mother. But my biggest thing is respecting their mom. How I treat my kid's mother is super important to me. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they're present. You know what I mean? I love my kid's mother. We're not together for many reasons. You can blame me for that all day. But the love I have for her is so solid that I could never show my kids that she wasn't the solid woman that she is. You know what I'm saying? If she wasn't, she wouldn't be raising them right now type shit. You know what I'm saying? She does her part to the T. So I gotta make sure when I'm around her, the utmost respect. And then I seen a piece by somebody who said, whenever, you probably seen this, whenever him and his spouse have a disagreement, not an argument, but a disagreement, they keep their kids around to see, so they can see how to get the process of getting through
what
it.
we do. We do the same.
And that's so dope, bro. I never thought of that till I'm like, yo, that's gonna show my kids how to keep that, whatever anger you think you have, it ain't that. It can be resolved. Because we got kids out here who don't forget the kids. We got adults who still act like they're kids. You remember back in the day, yo, we can go outside.
Yeah.
We can get it on. Like, what's up? You got people who still doing it. Like, bro, I'm not going to fight you, bro, because you have a disagreement with me, man.
Yeah.
You don't know how to talk.
Yeah.
Like, bro, we don't know how to communicate. I gotta fight you. Win or lose or draw, I ain't scared to fight you. We can get it on, but that's what you think.
Yeah, but it's unnecessary. All that is unnecessary.
So unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? So that's important too. That's what I mean by how easy or how hard it is for us when we were younger, how we were parented. And even though some of those traumas make or break you, I'm happy I went through those traumas in a way, because I know it made me a better parent than I am now, for sure.
For sure.
And that's something that now your kids don't have to go through because you understand how that affected you and you made a decision.
I praise that. I praise that simple because the society is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, our kids, we raise our kids. We do. But when they go into the school, when they get into around other people,
It's other influences.
that's being that YouTube, you know.
YouTube.
A lot of stuff
Social
get
media
our
is
kids
hard.
off the realm.
Like, it's gonna be hard.
It is, bro. Especially right now.
Yeah.
Because it's a rising thing. Shit, we here right now, involved right now. We in it. Actually, we are a part of it. You know, one day I hope I see you boys, you men, on a different level. You know what I mean? Talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's on another level. And then you'll have the responsibility on what you put out and who are you
Influencing.
Who are you influencing?
Same
You
thing we
dig
talked
what I'm
about
saying?
before. Same thing we talked about in the beginning. That's all about building that next generation. That next, like, the stuff we giving y'all you have kids? And you have kids?
No, we don't.
Y'all don't have no kids? The stuff,
Conversation.
the stuff we giving y'all now, y'all gonna take and y'all gonna give to y'all kids.
And we didn't get this. I don't think I got these conversations with anybody.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Not really. Not really.
Not even on how to become a husband.
Yeah.
I thought that was important. How to be a man in a relationship.
Yeah.
I think that's an important conversation because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I did all the wrong things. Then I became a father and I got scared. Then now I'm become a single father and I'm like, yo, y'all saved my life.
Yeah.
Like this love I'm getting from my kids, you know what I'm saying? This is you know what I mean? This is unusual. Even though you get love from different people, but that child love?
Yeah.
Bruh, my daughter? Bruh. I went to her moving up ceremony. Sorry to get off, you know, I love my kids. I go to the moving up ceremony and I'm in there and, you know, my daughter, she's going into the kindergarten, you know what I mean? And they moving up ceremony and they do the little dances and all that. They do the little performances and she's staring at me the whole time.
Yeah.
I just to the point I'm looking away. Now I'm getting teary-eyed. I'm like, girls, stop, because now you're doing it on purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm over here trying to chill, but I know it. I know why she's looking at me.
Yeah.
That shit had me like, nah, you the one.
Yeah.
You the one.
That's beautiful.
And you got me forever. Give a fuck what you do. You know what I mean? That look, and she's 5. And she looking at me like, her mom right there.
Yeah.
I'm like, it was like, it was weird for me. I'm like, what are you looking at me like that for? Then I'm like, damn, she loves me
She
differently.
She the one's gonna push you different.
And my son gives me that same feeling.
Yeah.
So I can't wait till you guys get that opportunity and chance because that's a different type of life.
That's something that I look forward to in life, honestly.
Yeah. You know what pushed me to make me who I am today for my kids and my wife?
Who that?
All the wrong shit. All the wrong shit. Like you said, you said, I was laughing when you said that shit because you said when I had kids, that's what like straight. That's like kind of would straighten you up. When I was getting with the wrong women, it's kind of what straightened me up to get with my wife. I had to go through mad battles to get to find her. I had to go through the trenches to find her. That's how I got here to be the father and husband I am today. It was all the wrong.
Damn, bro, you
setup.
just hit me. Boy.
I think that's good because, like, for me, I think I'm in a spot where, like, those are two potential paths that may happen for me, and I think it's good to see that. Regardless, there's a way of what happens. There's a way
you can
out.
figure it out.
There's a way that you can still have a beautiful relationship with children.
Yes. That was the fear. That was a fear of mine.
Yeah, there's something at the end of this. It's not just.
Yes.
This is not just these bad situations.
Yes.
Dubs for no reason.
Yeah. So it's all a win.
It's all a win.
Yeah.
We positive over here anyways. We gonna find the positive.
Today's episode is sponsored by Exit 31 Exotics. Exit 31 Exotics is located at 255 Genesee Street, Utica, New York.
Yo, let's get to the shits, man. Let's get to the shits. Get to the shits. What we doing? So
Okay, let them know.
So August 3rd.
Yes, sir.
August 3rd. These guys are putting on an event, and you're gonna have me and your boy G Brown.
Yes, sir.
Keith Brown
On the mic.
and Ozzy Siriano.
Shout them out. Ozzy, good look.
Ozzy,
Keith
good look.
Brown, good look.
Yes, sir.
Dope brothers on the mic. Entertainers to the core.
It's gonna be funny.
It's
gonna be fun.
funny. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
We on there.
Yeah.
We gonna be
there. We gonna be there.
I promise y'all won't be too indulged.
Yeah.
I might be. Yeah? Y'all know me already. We ain't even gonna act like we had a good conversation, but you know me. I ain't got my shades on right now, man, but you see it right there. The bitches was ready.
No, he's a character.
Oh, yeah, but definitely.
Yeah, so tell us about what, like the event you guys are doing. It's a 1v1.
Yeah.
August 3rd.
Yeah.
August 3rd, King of 3 and 5. We're getting together 16 of the athletes, basketball athletes out here. They're all playing for $500 prize. Trying to see who's the king, who out here got the moves. Show they really got the moves like that.
So like,
Shout out to Trey for helping us with this, getting us together. Shout out to
Trey.
oh yeah.
My boy.
two brothers, POV right here.
Yes.
We got Lit U, Maze.
Coming up.
Shout out to Maze. Shout out to Maze, we gotta get you on the show.
Yo, definitely.
Maze, we gotta get you on the show.
to be here. And
This is exciting.
Hooper's Rehab as well, helping out as well.
Yeah, shout out
Oh,
to
shout out to
Nigel.
Hooper's Rehab. Facts.
So yeah, we're really trying to make sure everybody is gonna have a great time out here. Block party kind of vibes.
This might be lit.
Yeah.
Yes,
might be like-
I'm
And
excited.
to add a little bit more onto that, right? Like the reason why we came up with the title of King of the 315, one, it's a 1v1 tournament. So, everybody who play ball, they understand, king of the court.
For sure. They doing it right now a lot too.
And like sometimes, when you pull up to the spot and you don't got enough for like threes or you don't got enough for fives, you know what I'm saying? And you just want some good comp, that's what you run.
This one.
Yes.
We just said, instead of running it with the strict rules of King of the Hill, we just said we're gonna run it up with 1v1. And then also, so I'm from the 845. And I usually like when people ask me where I'm from or I'm talking to people who know where I'm from, I usually just say the 845. So up here it's a 315.
For sure.
So that's why we took, we didn't have one, and also this is 315. So we said just put that together for the title of the tournament. Whoever is the king of the 315.
And what's the age groups?
16 to 24.
16.
16 to 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all don't be scared about the age groups. Don't act like y'all don't be pulling up to the court. That's a fact.
That's fact. I agree with that. Yo, we was balling with 30-year-olds when we was younger.
Like when I was coming up, I was playing. My dad was like, "Go out there."
That's a fact. My mother was like that. My mother used to drive around parks, used to, and
Yo,
be like,
that
"Go
ass.
ahead. Read this book, go play with them." I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. You know what I mean?
He was not taking it light on
They
me.
definitely was. They was talking shit to us and all that.
Right. Boy, it's like, all right, bet.
Get your little ass out of here.
I'm gonna be back.
Get your little ass out of here. I don't know if this shit got me coughing on. Thought you ain't supposed to cough with juice. God damn.
Shout out to X1.
But nah, I'm excited for this, and they did this before. A minute ago at the Parkway.
Yeah, I remember that was a minute
I
ago.
think Sticks won it. Josh
Oh, yeah,
Henderson.
Sticks. Yeah, Sticks won that joint.
They gave him a championship belt. It was fire. But I'm excited to be a part of this. You know, I know it's gonna be a lot of hoopers. I can't wait to see who hooping. You guys got a list yet, or we still working on that?
List is building. List is building.
Okay, so
getting a lot of guys that's tapping in.
Yeah.
We're getting
so I'm excited.
So another thing to let everybody know, y'all getting custom jerseys that we like made. So like everybody who pull up who's joining, y'all getting custom.
We gonna drop this episode ASAP.
The week of.
I think we should.
Or soon. We might drop it with
Or we gotta do some good clips. We're gonna do some good clips because I want to make sure we promote this.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit, man.
For sure. I'm excited.
And it's on James Street. It's in the Mecca. It's a Mecca for me and G.
That's my shit.
Man.
I was doing tour days over there.
Yeah, man.
The only time I went home, I went to get some water. I was on that court
Facts.
a lot. That's the only reason why I went home. In the sun.
In the sun.
All day.
In the sun.
My mind was like, where you going? Court.
Yeah.
This is what I was trying to make JV.
Yeah.
They actually didn't make
court.
they ain't let me make the team.
That's what everybody called it too, the court.
But I worked my ass off.
Everybody knew what you was talking about when you said, I'm going to the court.
going to the
Yeah,
court.
it was J Street. That's what everybody knew it was. Yeah.
That's a fact.
I picked that spot because I'm not originally from here. I'm from down Binghamton area. But since I've been here, I always see people playing there. All the events that I've seen over there, I've been like impactful community events. So I was like, it makes sense to be at the spot that I think is kind of like a central spot.
And you got Pat Johnson on there. Shout out
Yeah,
to Pat
Pat
Johnson.
Johnson.
May rest
Pat
in peace.
Johnson,
He was a very big man for our community. He did some great things. So we shine a light on him too, being on that floor, man. It's the court, but it's his court too now.
Yeah, I mean, he had
Rest in
the
peace to the brother.
dreams
Yeah.
in there every year over there.
Yeah, he had the annual events. I did read an article about that.
Yeah, he was really, really one of them dudes who believed in what he said. He ain't hold no punches either. And he was he was a funny dude because he hooped too, and the way he hooped was hilarious.
Yeah. Shout out to PJ. That's a buzz PJ ass though.
Yeah. Purposely. But yeah, man, I'm excited for y'all. I'm happy y'all came through.
Yeah, man.
Oh, y'all
We're
dudes
gonna
are
have some
dope.
fun. Again,
Y'all
August
dudes are
3rd.
dope, bro.
August 3rd.
Very young brothers.
Yep.
August 3rd, man.
August
10
3rd.
So it's 10 a.m. to
11.
11. 11 to
11.
And it ends at
Starts at 11.
It's gonna end around 4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Oh, that's
fine.
fine.
War ceremony after.
Are we still looking for vendors?
Yeah, vendors tap
Yeah,
in.
like
Yeah, vendors tap in.
if you're a vendor or you're interested in playing, whatever the case may be, check out ko315.unrvld.media, and you'll be able to see everything that needs to be done, whether it's a player or you just want to show up to the event and enjoy the food and everything that's there.
Okay.
We're gonna have some fun, man. Most importantly, we're gonna have some motherfucking fun. We have fun with this young.
Good vibes.
Gonna be 1v1s. We're gonna be doing in-game interviews, post-game
Yes,
interviews.
we're gonna be chopping it up with A-Pop on the sideline.
Ever in the sideline?
Yes, man. Pull up.
Yeah, so before we go though, who y'all got? I'm picking for the youngins. I'm picking my son Qua from Proctor.
Okay.
I'm picking him for the win.
So you know for sure he in there? Or
He in there.
He
He
in
on the
there?
flyer.
Yeah,
He gotta be in there.
Oh, that's only fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro, but I definitely
He a dog.
remember him.
Yeah, he a dog.
I remember him. Remember we was talking about it. I'm like, yo, we watching it on video. I'm like, yo, who is this kid? Because I just had surgery and I wasn't going nowhere, but I was watching it on my phone and I seen him live. I'm like, yo, who is this kid killing out here for Proctor? I don't know him.
Yeah.
Kid got an adult game. Shout out to
He
you, bro.
got a
You
dog
got a
game.
nice
I'm
adult
picking him.
game.
I'm picking him for the win.
I like your
picking-
swagger, bro. Keep working.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I like his game a lot.
Yeah.
Shit, Marcus 22. I doubt if he playing.
Marcus gonna be here.
Yeah, he'll be here, but he should be probably already August 3rd.
August 3rd might be gone.
He's still in the portal, so he might be trying to figure out.
If Marcus you here, man. If Marcus here, I'm picking Marcus.
He might stay home. He might stay home for ball.
Yeah.
He not going back to New Mexico.
Oh, word.
Yeah. My bad, bro. You know, I ain't gonna tell where you going. Relax.
His business shot.
Yeah. Nah, I'm excited for him.
But if Marcus here, I'm picking Marcus. I'm just But yo,
Word.
all right, so that was good. I mean, so again, August 3rd, 11 a.m., Kemble Park.
Yeah.
Tap in with us.
James Street.
Saying Unrivaled Media, 2BPOV. Hooper's Rehab.
Exotic 31.
Yeah, Exit 31 Exotic. Maybe we can get them. Maybe we get them to throw a sponsorship with y'all.
Oh,
guys,
I
too.
think he'll
we might
definitely
try to tap in with
Nah,
before
Rick
we-
could definitely do something.
Yeah, so
Let's chop it
yeah,
up with him.
yeah, man. But yo, that's the show. We had a good chat. We had a good chat. But again, like I said, August 3rd, man, come pull up.
Come on.
It's gonna be a movie.
Come on.
It's gonna be a movie.
$500.
$500.
You need that.
And if you're going to school next season for college, you're gonna need that 500. Say that.
Yeah. If you're 16, you know, if you going 500 school clothes.
Facts.
That's school clothes.
Rip.
Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah. Yo, it's the Two Brothers Point of View podcast. Yeah, Black Shear.
My boy G Brown, aka G.
It's the Unrivaled Media.
Khalif.
Saying we'll see y'all August 3rd. Tap in.
See y'all. Be good. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, this was good.
Today's episode is sponsored by Exit 31 Exotics. Exit 31 Exotics is located at 255 Genesee Street, Utica, New York.
Dad, we're almost there.